Hi guys, good afternoon. I wanted to talk to you about 3 things that play a massive role when you are trying to burn fat. And sometimes people don't realise how big a deal these play. Often we get caught up with the food, we get caught up with exercise, and we think that really, as long as, calories in versus calories out, we should be okay. Well, unfortunately, and hopefully on KSFL you're realising this as well, there are other things that can play a massive role. The first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is sleep. And I want you to think about how many hours of unbroken sleep you have a night. Now, sleep is the time where our body heals. It's the time where it will heal from injury or illness. It will also prevent us getting injured or ill. It's the time where our muscles grow. So often you'll find that people who are doing, like, say, bodybuilding competitions, they will often train, they'll eat and they'll sleep. And that's pretty much their life. The sleep plays as big a role as it does with the training. It's exactly the same with your fat loss. If your body is not getting enough sleep, you will not be able to burn fat efficiently because your body will be under stress. Now, stress is the second thing that I want you to think about. How much stress do you have in your life? Now, it might be that stress is a good stress, Someone told me that I've got very high stress levels, and that's because I have a lot going on. I do a lot of different jobs, throughout the week. I'm very busy all of the time. And sometimes having a good level of stress is great, but sometimes you need to think about how much do you actually do for you? Do you take any time out? Do you ever do anything that's just solely for your pleasure, just to relax, maybe possibly have a massage or a treatment, go to a spa, take a walk, something where you're not having to do it. You do it because you choose, you want to. So think about stress levels. And then the final thing is hormones. Now, we could go into massive depth about hormones because there's so many that play a different role within fat loss. But I just want to touch on this just a little bit for you today. If your hormone levels aren't level, if they are kind of all over the place a little bit, that's obviously then going to affect your stress levels, and it's going to affect your fat loss, on how efficient your body can burn fat. Now, there are ways in which we can help kind of balance out the hormone levels we need to. The first thing we do is obviously to eliminate as much sugar as possible. And that will help you to kind of balance out your hormone levels and bring everything down to a level where your body is going to kind of be a fat burning machine. There is also the Tulsi tea that we talk about with regards to your supplements and the extra things that you can have. The Tulsi tea in the evening can also help, and that can play a massive role just to kind of, calm you down of an evening and make you feel relaxed, de-stressed, and send you off into a good night's sleep. So the 3 play a massive role together. When you're going to bed of an evening, think about, do you watch TV in bed? Now, one of the good things about us moving into our new house is that we haven't got our TV synced upstairs in our bedroom. And it has played a massive role because, when you go to bed, you go to sleep, rather than sitting there watching a film or watching telly and not properly switching off. I want you to get rid of all your electronic devices when you go into bed. Don't lay in bed looking at your iPad. Don't lay in bed looking at your phone. It will only keep your mind whirling round thinking about what everyone else is doing, or if you're looking at social media, or if you're watching videos, or looking at emails. Switch everything off. And I mean switch it off. Don't just turn it, put your iPad down or your iPhone down. I want you to turn the whole thing off so that you've got no distractions, so that when you go to bed, you go to sleep, you go to recuperate, rejuvenate, and get that quality sleep time. Eating clean will help you sleep better. It will help to keep your sleep patterns level so that you won't wake up in the middle of the night, because you won't be having those sugar rushes, or you won't be, experiencing kind of like high energies and then low energies throughout the night. You might think that that's a bit weird because we experience that in the day, but it's exactly the same at night. If you've eaten quite a high sugar content before you go to bed, your body needs to be able to kind of get rid of that in a way. So unbroken sleep is vital, and clean eating, eliminating your sugar, upping your water content, having your Tulsi tea before you go to bed, switching off all your devices, and getting in as much sleep as you can before midnight is going to be really, really valuable to you. So I want you to think about those things, and then I want you to action them, so that you are going to get the best out of your fat burning that you possibly can. If you have any questions, we will be posting more information, but certainly about hormones over the next week or so. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to shout. Stay strong, KSFLers, PMA, all the way.